Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Kendrick Lamar Superbowl show was mid. He uses Serena Williams to taunt Drake. Taylor BOOED. Kanye. Kanye what? Title too long, I guess. Didn't fit. Let's see.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. Did Kendrick Lamar fumble the Super Bowl halftime show? I think he did, y'all. And to be honest,
Really?
Oh, okay. His jacket says Glory. I was wondering where it said. And that
Oh.
A is definitely Amazon A.
I have a question about the necklace, that's for sure.
But did he fumble? I think fumble is too strong of a word. I think it wasn't. Fumble is bad, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad performance.
Like it was a missed opportunity. For
Yeah,
him.
I don't think it was a missed opportunity for him. I think it's too strong.
Also, you know that Super Bowl NFL is a big platform, and those people do not play with those budgets. So it's not like he could have done anything he wanted to do. He had to follow some sort of guidelines too.
Doesn't he pay for his own show?
No, I mean yeah, but even though you pay, this is still the NFL platform. Do you think you could do whatever you want? Nope.
I was kind of underwhelmed. It's not like Kendrick did a bad job. I thought he did a great job. I thought the dancers killed it. I thought it was good. It was a good performance, but it didn't.
So how you say it's a good performance, but it flopped?
Because it was mid. Mid is like between 6 and
No,
7.
no, she said fumble. That's one.
Because that's like mid.
No, fumble is not mid. Fumble is bad to me.
I mean, if it's not a 10, did you like utilize it to the best you could possibly could do it?
So you're saying anything but because to me,
That's what I
10
think.
is like I don't know.
Wow me. And I guess the reason why it didn't wow me is because my expectations were so high. Kendrick
What
is
were
a great
they?
performer, and I do remember when he performed at that Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre halftime show, and his performance was amazing. So I was expecting that times 10, but I didn't get that. The thing that was missing was his hits. He performed more of the songs on his album GNX, and I do understand.
Huh? So everybody is coming at the song choices. That's so interesting
Mm-hmm.
because we also made a comment kind of like that. That interesting. That, but to me, I feel it's smart because you want to push your album. So I completely understand why he did. But at the same time, I understand the criticism as well because as fans, you want to hear the hits. You want to vibe to it. Like we're sitting here and we're not like vibing because I listened to the album I think twice, so I know of the songs, but I don't
So, do
know
you think
them.
the purpose of the Super Bowl is to go through your catalog or your latest and baddest?
Well, looking in the past, the Super Bowl performers, they kind of not that they came out of retirement per se,
They
but
came out of retirement.
they
Did.
they came out without having dropped something in a minute. So they performed their greatest hits.
Yeah.
Kendrick came out, he just dropped an album. So it's natural he want to push the album. I completely get that. Makes sense. But I don't think necessarily that's what the crowd wants to hear.
I think over time, it's gonna grow on
It's gonna
people.
age better,
It's
yes.
gonna age better. This is a grower.
because you're gonna know the songs,
Yeah.
in 2, 3, 4 years, you're gonna go back to this before you know the song, you're vibing more.
Because when people
Yeah.
say, "Oh, react to Beyonce's Super Bowl," and I get excited, I'm thinking of the one where she's doing Formation, not the one that's back to back when she's with Destiny Child. No, ma'am.
And he has a stadium tour coming up with SZA, and these are the songs that he's going to be performing. So this whole show was really a plug for his album GNX. However, I do wish he
Which
performed
means he
more of his
utilized the
hits.
platform.
I appreciate the fact that he at least did Be Humble because
himself.
that was one of my favorite parts. He did All the Stars with SZA, which was really good. SZA sounded great. And he also did DNA, I think. So he did perform a few of his hits, and of course his biggest one, Not Like Us. However, I wish he performed other ones like Loyalty, like Love Me, Love Me. He could have performed We Gonna Be Alright, B Don't Kill My Vibe, even Poetic Justice. And I know Poetic Justice is a song with Drake. He's beefing with Drake. However,
The thing is, what
he could
people
have brought
don't
Janet.
realize is that they had a meeting. There may be some cuts, some entries, this and that, and he had to do what was best, and I gotta respect it. She's right. Poetic Justice. He could have brought out Janet. That would have been iconic.
Would the nipple have slipped?
I guess we'll never know.
Jackson out. That would have really gagged the audience because
That
the
would have
song does
gagged.
sample
I
Janet's
forgot.
song Anytime, Any Place.
Yeah, he missed
I mean,
this.
it would have been one of
This
the
was
most
a
iconic
missed
moments
opportunity.
in
You could have
Super Bowl
brought
history.
Janet.
So
Janet?
So he fumbled, right?
fumbled.
He fumbled. Now
I
you're
forgot.
convinced. You convinced
I
he
forgot.
fumbled.
Brought Janet out
Yeah.
because we know
Wow.
what happened to Janet when
Wow.
she performed at the Super Bowl. She had a wardrobe malfunction and she got into a battle with CBS, and she was blacklisted.
That
for
could have been the
years
moment.
because
Oh,
of that
maybe she's still
performance.
blacklisted
So
though.
if Kendrick brought her out, it would almost be like a full circle moment. It would be incredible.
That would
but
have gone
Kendrick
so
didn't do that,
hard.
and he kind of underwhelmed me. And this is not to say that his
Aw.
performance
If
was
you had
bad.
that as your
I thought it
expectation,
was-
it's mid. Is mid. Is mid. He failed. He failed the assignment.
I
He failed the assignment.
for me mid is
I'm just kidding.
it's a little
I still-
above
I still
mid.
don't mind
I'm
it.
not willing to go with a mid.
Yeah. I would love to
And
see
if
Janet
you
though.
guys watched our other reactions, I gave an 8. You gave a 7.8 to the performance. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a good performance, but it wasn't great performance for me. That's and what Impressive is saying and what Honest said in the other reaction. I agree with the points, and I think that's why it kind of just wasn't hitting as a 10.
good.
Yeah.
I think it would be good for like a concert, but for the Super Bowl, you have to really, really come
Fair
with
enough.
it. And he kind of did not live up to my expectations. But I do appreciate the dancing in the creative direction. I appreciate the fact that he was putting on for the West Coast culture, and
I
he had
think
his
what really hit hard was Not Like Us, maybe because the song is like a hit, and if he did more of the hits, it would have hit the whole performance like that. Because for me, when the Not Like Us came out, I was like, ooh, okay. Before that, I was kind of
I feel like he performed the hits off the album though.
his dancers
It's just
dressed in
gonna take
red
some
and blue.
time.
They were representing the Bloods and the Crips.
So what,
and
you're saying the whole album is his?
No, but he performed like turn TV off,
Okay.
Squabble Up,
Okay,
Not Like Us.
okay.
Then he did
The song with SZA.
yeah, that was popular too. That was all over the radio.
So what you're saying? That's basically the whole album.
Well, not the whole album, but that was a good
They
chunk
came
of the album.
together
He
and
picked the great moments.
I think GNX also he did a little bit.
Yeah.
united. There was a part where the dancers formed this American flag, and you had
That was
Samuel L.
nice.
Jackson representing Uncle Sam and telling these dancers that they were too loud, too ghetto, which I'm pretty sure a lot of the conservatives in the audience were thinking just that while watching
Yeah.
this performance. And Kendrick was also playing this whole game. Like his whole setup was like a PlayStation game. And at the end of the performance, he
Oh,
said
that's really
game
cool.
over. So that was almost like, I won, B, I
Oh,
won. That was
That's
a dig
pretty
at Drake.
cool.
But the question is,
I didn't
did
see
he
that
really
though,
go?
but-
Yeah, I
Did
didn't
he
see that
really?
either.
Now he performed Not Like
I
Us.
guess you have to pay
and
the
he
tickets
was very
to see it.
bold with it because he looked straight in the camera and said, "Say Drake, I heard you like him young." Like he did not care about performing this song, knowing the legal ramifications that could come from it. Because Drake.
I mean, it wouldn't
did
be
sue
him
UMG
paying
for
it,
pushing
no.
the song.
It would be UMG
He might sue him for
personally.
for the slander on TV or whatever. I don't know.
That was basically accusing him of being a PDF file. So the fact that this song is being performed in front of the entire
Actually, I don't think he can because he omitted the PDF part. He didn't say that. He didn't say the word because I was wondering if he's gonna say the word. He didn't say the word, so what's there to sue?
world,
I guess the audience
this
said it for
just
him.
actually helps Drake
No, the audience didn't say the word either. He said A minor. He didn't say the PDF.
legal case.
Certified, certified, and I think he said what instead of the words.
And I don't know. I think there can be some serious backlash from this performance, but I think Kendrick had to make a point, and he wasn't going to miss out on the chance to perform this song, which was a massive hit. It won 5 Grammys, and it was clearly the song that everybody was waiting on because
Yes.
the moment he performed it, that's when he got the biggest reaction, and that was very telling, which is why I say Kendrick kind of fumbled because this moment that was supposed to be his, once again, is being tied back to Drake. He even wore a lowercase a chain representing his A minor line. Like, this man was really...
I told you because I said it was the little
To me,
A,
it
not
looks
the
like
big
he's
one.
sponsored by Amazon.
But I don't
He
like
was
the
really
chain.
trying to stick it to Drake. He really was. And he even brought Serena Williams out there. Serena was Drake's
Serena was clever. That was a clever touch.
ex-girlfriend. And when Serena moved on to her husband, Drake decided to take shots at her husband. So Serena got her little get back by doing that dance on stage. And also she was representing Compton. So we get it. But Kendrick brought Serena out there just to rub it in Drake's face. And I kind of feel like he was losing the plot a little bit because he made his moment about Drake. But overall, if I had to rate his performance, I would give it a 6 out of 10. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't...
Okay, 6 is mid. If she's giving a 6 is mid. That's what exactly when I saw mid, I was thinking 6.
impressive enough to me. I think when you kind of compare it to other halftime
What?
shows, it doesn't really...
Nothing.
What?
What's between 0 and 10?
5.
What's between 1 and 10?
And it's still 5. Like what, 5.5? You want to be particular?
What's between 0.5 and 10?
What?
What's between it? What's between it?
5.25? Well, what are you doing?
How long till I can make it 6?
You're not making it 6.
Okay, never mind.
2 to 10 is 6.
Okay, what's between 2 to 10?
6.
There we go.
What do you?
Because he couldn't do a 0. He couldn't do a 1.
Hit the same. You know what I mean?
I have no idea what
Beyonce's
you're talking
Christmas
about right
halftime
now.
show, like she performed down, and the songs she performed weren't even her hits. They were just songs from her album Cowboy Carter, but she knew how to perform them and make
Huh.
them.
Damn, seeing all that. Like,
Now that I
that's
think
seeing all
about
that.
it, maybe even Beyonce's Christmas show was better than this.
Yikes.
I forgot.
Was that something new that they were doing? Like,
Yes, that was new.
yeah, because you couldn't compare the two. Me. That's not a good look.
Yeah, because Beyonce kind of hit hard with that Christmas show, and I know I'm not a fan of that
She
album
brought out
like
a lot
that,
of
but
people. But she did.
kinda hit
She
hard
did
with
her
that.
whole. But then again, she owed it to the people. The people needed visuals for that album.
Nah, but okay, yeah, whatever. You're right. I'm just saying, like she hit hard with that. And even the songs that we don't know too well, it still was hard. Versus Kendrick, the songs we don't know too well, it just wasn't as hard.
That's on you.
She's making a good point here.
And I think Kendrick tried his
disagree.
best. He definitely gave the
You disagree?
Yeah, I disagree. I think there's
Why?
two separate things, two separate entities. As they both were good on their own. Okay.
energy he
Done.
needed to give, and his dancers
saying
did a
he was
great
bad.
job, but something was missing. Something was missing, and I know some Kendrick fans will
People always
disagree.
like
They'll
to say
get mad
something.
in the
People can
comments,
never be
but
happy.
You said
People
this
can
yourself
ne-
that something
Yeah,
was
but
missing.
still,
What are you
but, like,
doing?
that's too much. I wouldn't say the performance was mid.
I wouldn't say that
I
either,
said
but that's her
7.8.
opinion. That's her opinion. For
Yeah,
me,
but
also it's
I have
8, but something
that's my
was
opinion
missing.
too. That's my opinion too. I think
Something
6
was
is
missing.
too low.
6
Then
is too low. I
6
agree.
is too
6 is too
low.
low. It's not
Especially,
a 6.
I get it. With your expectations for Janet Jackson to come out, okay, I get it. But damn,
It's still not a 6, even if Janet Jackson came out.
no, it's a big deal. That's a big deal.
No,
she was blackballed.
Okay, that would be a make it a 10. I get it. I'm just saying it's not a 6, even if that's what you were expecting. It's not a 6 performance. You can't give it a 6. It's better than 6.
Yeah.
But something was missing. She is right
Okay.
about that.
I have to be honest, I was underwhelmed. However, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. I've seen some comments say that it was the worst Super Bowl performance, and even the Daily Mail did a write-up talking about how bad it was. I disagree. The worst halftime show ever was Maroon 5's halftime show. That was terrible. But Kendrick's
I don't
halftime
know
show
this
wasn't bad like
we
that.
haven't
I thought
seen
it was
that.
okay. It wasn't the worst ever. However, the audience he was performing for didn't like it, and you could tell that they weren't feeling it. It really wasn't a show for them at all. And I could tell that this was a very conservative audience, because when Donald Trump was on the screen, everybody was applauding him. I was really surprised. And
There
it
was
was
some
also
middle
surprising to
fingers.
see people
Don't do
boo
that.
Taylor
I saw
Swift.
some middle fingers.
I mean, you
I saw some
know,
middles.
it appears everyone
And
was
they
applauding.
they
but
boo him too.
yeah, it's
And they
like
boo him too.
it appears everyone is applauding because if there's more applauses than boos, it sounds like applause, but doesn't mean everyone.
And apparently he had to leave early too.
This right here was surprising to me, because I was like, wait a minute, isn't this America's princess? Isn't this their superstar? What
It's
happened?
Isn't it their queen? That's the dress. You
no.
see, she wore the red one.
Okay.
It was a short version of this.
Okay. I think the reason they booed her because they were probably Eagles fans, and she's associated with
You know,
Kansas. so-
listen, she's an OG Eagles fan originally. Now that her
Oh,
boyfriend,
she switched up.
she
Well,
switched
so
up.
that-
So
that's-
and Eagles don't like
okay.
the switch up.
So even more ammunition
but her
to the
man
Eagles
is playing
fans.
for the team. Who do you think she's gonna
That's what I'm
support?
saying.
Her man.
That's what I'm saying. It's the Eagles fans booed her, not every. They didn't boo her because she's Taylor. They booed her because she's with Travis.
But then I thought about it and I said, oh, Taylor must have really pissed off her conservative fans when she endorsed Kamala Harris for president.
I don't
That's
think
probably
so. I don't think that's what it is at all.
what happened. She fell out
Mom
of
said-
favor with a
said,
lot of her
"Oh,
fan base.
The
So that's why they were
MAGA
booing
base is unforgiving. He
her.
said that.
And that kind of gives me a perspective on the type of crowd that Kendrick was performing for. Of course, they're going to be unenthused because this is not the type of audience that Kendrick appeals to. So I don't think it's really fair to circulate this footage to prove that Kendrick is the worst halftime show performer ever, because it means nothing. Kendrick's performance.
Right, because it's the same thing if they brought on, I don't know.
What's crazy if you spend the money to go to see the performance, like 8,000, 6 figures, 7 figures
You
to
went
go
for the
see.
game, not for the performance.
Yeah, but the best part of the whole game,
Yeah,
half of it,
but I'm just
13
saying,
minutes you spend to watch somebody that you hate. Oof.
if they brought
Oof.
on, I want to say like a country artist, but I don't know, like, okay,
Blake Griffin.
the basketball player.
Oh,
Uh, Chris Stapleton, if they brought on. I'm sure they would love it. We would be sitting here, worst half that performance ever. It's just the audience,
Performance was not the worst ever. Now, I want to talk about Kanye because he decided to target Kendrick. In this tweet, he said, "Let me start off by saying I have hit women before." Child, Kanye just incriminates himself. He is literally asking for a lawsuit. He said, "I have hit women before." Drake said Kendrick hit his
Pause. All the women, come forward.
All the women
in the front.
girl. But that is not recorded on tape like the Puff video. I'm in LA right now at the Four Seasons. I'm risking my life to tweet this, so walk with me. Drake says Kendrick hit his queen. The world sees Puff hit Cassie. Kendrick is at the Super Bowl. Puff is in jail. They pick which ends they want to prop up and who they want to put down.
I mean, okay, but it's just allegation. It's not proven. Like, it's innocent until proven guilty. That's how it works.
And when they want to. But all celebrities are scared and selfish.
But yeah, if it comes out a video of Kendrick doing that, yeah, everybody would switch up real quick, of course.
We sit in our mansions, get extorted by our so-called family and friends and bees. I am in LA. Ends will want to and or succeed at killing me for this one tweet alone. I've offended ends, honkies, Jews, and fat bees. A fat bee may try to kill me. Really, Kanye? Really? If this is my last day on earth, play this in my movie. And play the fat bee part 2 because I'm funny and all you ends is funny to me. Kanye is off his meds. We know this. And nothing he's doing is funny. All of the offensive and weird tweets he's been making and the fact that he's supporting P. Diddy, like that is really a red flag in itself. Are you on those Diddy tapes, Kanye? That's what we want to know. Are you on those Diddy tapes? Because the way you're writing for this man is very questionable. And not only that, I didn't like the fact that he was even mocking that whole tape with Cassie getting beat on by Diddy. That wasn't cool at all. I mean, he's selling the same hoodie that she was wearing in that tape, which is so diabolical.
Wow.
And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Cassie came at him legally too, you know? But him bringing up the whole Kendrick part where Kendrick allegedly put his hands on his girl.
I don't know what can Cassie do legally about that, unless that's her brand or something. But if she was wearing it at the time,
Can it be seen as harassment? Like, are you harassed? You're harassing.
I don't know. It's a reach a little bit to me.
Was very odd, and we don't know if this is true. Now, there was a woman who claimed that he did pound in a girl's face, but we don't know if it's true or not. Drake was actually spreading the narrative during the rap beef, and that was wrong of Drake to do. See, Drake is out here suing the label because he's a...
I mean, why was that wrong of Drake to do? Kendrick said Drake is a PDF. How is that not wrong?
I thought because he was saying these things about Kendrick, I think... could it be that it would be wrong for him to do that if it's not true and he's just saying it just to say that?
We don't know what Kendrick's saying is true either.
I don't know.
So they're both saying whatever the fuck they want to say. I mean, neither of them has provided for proof or anything. So to me, if it's fair for Kendrick to call Drake a PDF, it's fair for Drake to say, "Oh, Kendrick beats women." I don't see a problem with that.
Upset about Kendrick spreading lies and rumors about him. But he also was spreading unfounded rumors and speculation. But that's besides the point.
They're even.
The fact that Kanye brought it up and said, why are they celebrating Kendrick but villainizing Diddy was kind of weird to me. And it kind of showed me that...
Yeah, this is completely different. Diddy is not being hated because he hit Cassie. That plays an important role, but there's way more shit aside from that.
Kanye feels a way that Kendrick gets to perform at the Super Bowl. And Charlamagne the God was the first one who actually pointed this out. He said the reason why Kanye is out here acting a fool is because he's jealous that Kendrick is getting more attention than him.
He's doing that because he's envious of Kendrick's moment. He wishes this was him because Kendrick is having a moment for being a prolific artist who took out his number.
It's hard for me to believe Charlamagne. He's Kendrick dick rider. It's just hard. I can't take anything he says seriously regarding this matter.
One op, Drake, right? That's what Kanye wishes that was him in this moment. So he's been doing
Wow.
for attention all week because he's trying to get people to do exactly what they're doing
Every
now.
fucking time you listen and Kendrick topic comes up, he rides Kendrick's dick every fucking day. I can't take him seriously.
Doing
and
too
that's
much.
talking about him.
Charlamagne is actually right, and I think Kanye is jealous of Kendrick. Kanye is
He
trying to promote
is.
his
It's
album called
clear.
BOOED, and he's been on X ranting and saying the most salacious, controversial things he could think of
Yeah, I'm
to
over
generate
it.
outrage. But nobody really cares about that. I think people are tired of the antics, and I found it very interesting
We
that
are.
he decided to deactivate his account once Kendrick's Super Bowl performance was
riddance.
over. So yeah, I do believe what Charlamagne said. I do think Kanye was doing all of this because he was jealous at the attention that Kendrick was getting. It's pretty obvious, but tell me what you all think about this video down below, please.
Okay.
Let me see the comments for her.
They gonna drag her because she criticized Kendrick, but Eagles won. He's not a pop star, he's an actual rap. Why would anyone expect Beyonce's turns from Kendrick? I'm not the biggest fans. However, what Kendrick has done is historic. Bring Janet out. You didn't see Janet part 3 Lifetime Story where she's been asked to come. And she told them no. Oh.
Oh.
I don't know though. I still think that was a great suggestion, honestly. We didn't even think about it, but that would have been cool. But they're saying Janet doesn't want to come back.
Then she has spoken. Simply, she doesn't want to come back. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.